Okay, so I'm back. As I've been procrastinating too much, I've decided to do 2 videos in one day. Ugh, so productive, I know. So now I'm going to talk about Chiang Mai, which I went to with Anfi. I'm not sure you can see it well, but basically we went up from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, which was a 12-hour bus ride. So we slept in the bus. It was quite a chill bus because like the seats went up like 45 degrees, so you could basically lie down, and you had air conditioning and you had like little blankets, so that was nice. However, they put on 2 movies, and one of the movies was Tokyo Drift. Like, I wanted to cry. It was like the worst movie ever, so badly played, but Anfi was very, very happy. She was like, oh, this is my youth. It was horrible. So yeah, I apologize for saying the whole time. That's my way of speaking. So we got in Chiang Mai at 6 in the morning. We had the little sunrise, and we didn't have any hostel booked, so we just walked around for a bit and we found a really cheap hostel. It's like 3 times cheaper than in Bangkok, and unlike Bangkok where you stepped in an underwear and still woke up in a puddle of your own sweat, very charming, in Chiang Mai it was slightly cooler, so like at night you even wore like a slight jacket, like a little jumper. But it was very nice. So the first day we got there, we were both really tired. We walked around, saw a few temples. Chiang Mai has amazing temples, like especially wooden temples, and they're just beautiful. It's a lot less imposing than in Bangkok, even though like Buddhists have a lot of gold everywhere and stuff like that. We visited one of the temples, and they were actually like reconstructing it in a way, and it's like they use so many tiny pieces and you have to like be really precise where you put them. It was very interesting to see, and this guy gave us like a mini like tour and told us about it, which was very nice. However, like Thailand is less like the vendors don't push you that much. Like if you say no, it's like fine, whatever, you walk away. Not like in Mozambique, for example, where they chase you down the street until you buy the freaking thing. But yeah, it was really nice. Chiang Mai was a really nice city. We walked around, ate a lot of food. We then decided to go on a jungle trek thing, and it was very nice. We met really cool people. We met 2 Swiss guys and 1 French girl, which we spent most of the time with, talking about feminism, obviously, and other stuff. It was very nice. But I was expecting something else from the jungle. I was expecting something denser, but it was quite wide. So the first day, we got there with a little truck thing, and we're like squashed in it like sardines in a can. And yeah, at some point, Anfi, Swani, and I got to sit in the front. So we were with the driver, and it was the day of the King's birthday. So we sang Hey Daddy and stuff like that, and our driver was just amazing. He was like, Lisa, look at this, Swani. He was really sweet, and he was really funny, and he was singing like the Thai songs with so much passion. We were just laughing. So that was a very, very nice experience. So we went to an elephant camp, which was horrible, because the way they treat elephants is just ridiculous. Like, you're not supposed to sit with 2 people on an elephant, and if you do sit on an elephant, you're supposed to sit on the neck and not with a chair. So Anfi, Swani, and I were like, we're not going on that elephant. Like, we just walked instead of going on top of an elephant, and we were very like emotional because it was just, we didn't like the way those elephants were treated. It's just wrong. So then we walked. We got to this little place that you had to cross around the river, but you had to be in a cage. So I went first with 2, like an English couple, and like our thing kind of like abruptly stopped, so the girl like smashed her head against the cage thing, which was a very scary experience to say the least, because I bumped into her. So yeah, we didn't die, so that's fine. I'm alive, obviously. But it was fun. And then we went to an orchid garden and butterfly garden. It was beautiful. Like, the orchids are really, really pretty. You had little butterflies fluttering around. You obviously had some stupid people that touched the butterflies, which made Anfi and I angry, but besides that, it was beautiful. By the way, some people might think I'm like hippie-ish, But next to Anfi, I'm like the poshest person ever because she's like a proper amazing hippie. I love her so much. I love you. Yeah, so that was great. And then we started the trek. So we walked for I think 3 hours uphill, which was very hot and very tiring. But it was beautiful. You could see like the view, and our guide, he was really sweet as well. He kept on like showing us special seeds, or like, oh, this is a red bean, we use this for this and this and this. And he would imitate sounds of tigers or like try to scare us. He was really sweet. So then at the end of the evening we got up there and we slept in a bamboo hut, and they cooked for us, so we all ate on the floor with like our little bowls of food, and no electricity, which was awesome. So we all slept in a sort of bamboo dorm with mosquito nets, and we played cards and we talked. We went to bed, like Anfi and I went to bed at like 8, which we hadn't done in a while because we were just so tired. So we slept for like 12 hours, and the next morning we were still like exhausted. Oh, by the way, before that night before, we were like, yeah, we're going to sleep early because tomorrow we have the jungle trek, blah, blah, blah. And then we ended up meeting 2 Canadian guys, and we spent the whole evening with them. So like we did not go to bed early. But we played, again, card games, and we walked around and laughed a lot. It was very funny because I was with 3 Canadians, French-speaking Canadians. And yeah, like sometimes they would use words and I was just like, I speak French, but like it's like a different dialect, so they were just making fun of me because I didn't understand them. But I had a lot of fun, and they were really, really nice, and yeah, cool guys. So that was a great evening. So back to the jungle trek, we slept in the bamboo hut, and then the next morning we walked back down for like 2 hours, and that was a lot more, like, it was denser, so it was really nice and pretty, and it was a bit cooler because we were like covered by trees. And then we stopped at a waterfall, which was amazing. It was very cold, but it was great. And we continued our trek, and then we did some river rafting. And we had the serious guy, but he ended up being super funny, and he was like, okay, left, right, left, stop. And I was with the 2 Swiss guys and the French girl. And we had a lot of fun, and then we stopped and we went on a bamboo rafting thing. So we had to sit on the bamboo, and the water came up to like, yeah, above your belly button. So we were all basically like soaked, but it was really nice. And then at the end, the Swiss guys tried to throw me in. They did throw me in, but I took them with me, so that was really funny. And then we had lunch again. They have a way of folding their food in banana leaves, which they also do in Vietnam, which, yeah, I really like because it's using nature and it looks very pretty. Plus, you don't waste water to clean afterwards. Great. So that was Chiang Mai. We got back, we went back to the same hostel, and then yeah, we just hung out and went to bed quite early again, and booked our ticket to Pai, because Pai was our next destination. And yeah, that's a video for another day, because I am going to get my bus today to go back to Lumut. You'll hear later what Lumut is. But yeah, so Chiang Mai, great city, very pretty, less busy than Bangkok, and yeah, it's just very nice.